That's me and Sarah, isn't it?
Probably.
I'll keep the hope alive, Mark.
Are you selecting a deck?
I am selecting a deck. Are we going for the deck that you created for us or the booster pack?
The decks we created, I think.
Yeah, episode 3. How very interesting.
What do any of these cards do?
Yeah, I mean that's basically where I am. It's going to be a lot of me reading, trying not to mouth out the words as I read, so you can't tell what I've got in my hand. And yeah, going from there. There we go. So we've got to start. Seeing you've got a good hand. Let's pop you there. Why can't I pop you there? Is HQ considered a server?
HQ is definitely a server, yes.
Oh, there we go.
I did tell you to look at the chat, but neither of you are doing it, so this is your warning to look at the chat.
I can't look at the chat, otherwise it'll break the stream.
Okay. Oh, that's terrible.
It was awful.
It's awful. Oh, my voice is echoing. And a bit quiet. And Mark, your audio is good. Now, I do have some headphones somewhere.
They'll be on the sofa. Goodbye, enjoy.
Dirty lies. There we go. Gone for orange today. How's that suit you, Mark?
Orange headphones.
The G. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Ah, super. Super, super duper. Okay, so I finished my turn, protected just one thing, and yeah, go for it.
I will gamble surely.
Lucky for some.
Verbal plasticity to go. And ferment.
Interesting that you didn't choose to run R&D.
No, nothing in there.
Damn it. I was trying to lure you in. Let's pop this one out. Well, I guess put it out there. 2 clicks. Do that then.
Oh, that's a big old server.
Yeah, I know. I thought I'd try and entice you in.
Sure.
Mm-hmm. Look at that fermenter grow. That is actually a really good name for a card with those powers. You're going for Mayfly, are you, Mark? You've only got 4 credits, though. Are you ready for this?
I've only got 2 credits now.
There we go. Still a bit low on the cash front, but setting the decks up. Tell you what, this baby sham really is settling my stomach.
It's a miracle. I'm going to have to undo clicks. I haven't got the memory for that.
Sarah asked if you had the audio playing on your iPad or computer. I think that was to me. It's on my iPad, but I have got my headphones in. Botulus? Really?
No. Oh.
That's a load of crock. What's that when it's at home?
It's a cookbook.
Whenever you install a virus, you place a counter on. I need to deal with my own stuffs. Oh, no, don't want to do that. That's pointless. Go away. Can I undo click?
Of course.
Can you see what I was just trying to do?
It looks like you played a seamless launch.
Well, that's annoying. Where's my money?
Yeah, I was just trying something to try and minimise the echo, but I might have just muted you entirely. We shall see. Other than that, I've been to the gym briefly, and that's about it. No, I've definitely muted you there now, so let me undo that.
Little bit. Learning, still learning.
Sure.
So basically what I think you're doing is you've got your programs out nice and early and a virus, and then I think in your hand you've possibly got some viruses, which is why you put cookbook out. Unless you just needed to get it out and out of your hand, because it's only one credit, right?
Cookbook was just to get it out of my hand. You know I've got a botulus in hand because you've seen it.
When did I see it?
When I accidentally played it and then had to undo click.
Oh.
So, that's handy.
Irritating that you have done something that is handy for you. Just putting it out there.
I've got a creative commission which will help my credit situation.
Oh, I've done something wrong, done something naughty, and I didn't realise it.
Launch is in your play area still.
I have, and I didn't realise that, so I drew another card at the end of my turn.
Just drag it back and we'll say no more about it.
Okay. Might go?
Sure is. Oh, no wonder you noticed it was missing.
Yeah. I was like, where the bloody hell is it?
Oh, that's interesting.
How come?
Is that the one you intended to res?
yes,
Okay.
because you don't have a code gate breaker.
That's logic I can get behind.
Thank you. See, I'm really struggling to get to grips with these cards, Mark. I don't know if I've just had a run of bad luck in the games I have played using this deck, or if I'm just really shit at using the cards.
I mean, I don't think these decks are particularly good. So if you've been playing against people who are playing decks that are in some way optimized or properly designed, it'll probably be a bit of a mismatch. These decks were only designed for the purposes of showing off some new cards. Oh, it's one of those, is it? I've left myself low on credits.
Also, I realise I probably should have rezzed it before I scored that agenda.
If you wanted to get any value from it, yeah. That would have been much better.
I forgot about that part. I was wondering why I didn't get to look through my deck, but I just thought it was silly to ask. Oh well.
Oh, I'll take a tag then, please.
Yeah, I thought I had to get my hand down anyway. Bloody hell! How can I be so low on credits so often? That one will keep me going.
Right, I am tagged, but you haven't done anything to me with this tag, so that's very good.
Look, Mark, you had to get cookbook out. I had to get a tag out.
No, you have to stop doing that. You have spent 4 credits to achieve nothing. Credits are not so readily available that you can just waste them like that.
Oh, bloody hell, Fermenter! Forgotten about that one. I need more Baby Sham to get my brain working. Come on, Mark, what you doing? What you thinking?
I'm running HQ. I know that you can't really do a lot with 1 credit. You could res a tithe, but we'll see if you are doing or not. Well, you're going to res a maze instead, which suggests you have agendas in HQ.
You'd hope so. Otherwise, that was a wasted credit.
Yeah, you've got to let me in.
What does it do? No further actions. What does it do? Oh, it gives you 2 tags.
It does, but you can't afford to do anything with the tags if they do give them to me, so...
I know.
Let me remove a tag and install an echelon. Don't forget your ID ability. I don't know what the ice on HQ is, but if you can advance it, it will gain you a credit.
Right.
Would this be a good time to have had 4 credits to do stuff with?
I honestly, Mark, without, I don't even care if I give it away. There is nothing I can do with 4 credits. Nothing. T400 memory diamond.
Well, it makes my hand a bit bigger, so I don't have to throw cards away as much.
God damn it, orbital superiority. You would have been useful. You'll go.
Thank you.
It's a bit pointless, isn't it? Government subsidy. Can't envisage getting anything more than 4 credits in any one point in time at this stage in the game. All about seeing how long I can drag this out. Now, why did you make a run on archives? What benefit is that to you?
Because you'd been complaining about how bad your cards had been.
Yeah.
There were 4 cards face down in there, so I was just checking if it had been so bad that you'd had to throw an agenda away. Obviously, throwing agendas away in with the decks we're playing with at the moment is a very risky strategy, which I wouldn't recommend. But sometimes needs must.
You've got some good resource cards. Smartware distributor, loving it. It's always a standard. Are you going to get lucky?
I'm going to get rid of that, that's for sure.
It's unfortunate. That would have been fun.
I don't want to get rid of any of these cards, Sharon. Too many cards.
You might as well, though, Mark. Starting my turn. God. Bloody hell. Getting a credit. How much is that?
I'm still poor as a church mouse here, despite all my...
What's been going on?
I'm having plenty of accesses, but not many credits. Oh, sneaking out the old superconducting hub, eh?
Now say mandatory draw.
It would appear you got so excited that you advanced that card and scored it before your turn started.
Yay! Well, I've just ended the turn.
Yeah, that's fair.
I thought it didn't give you clicks. Oh, you don't need... I thought you did need clicks to advance a card.
You do. I don't know what's happened there. Maybe a little hiccup in the system or something.
Excuse me.
Let's have a little run on HQ, see what's what. Maybe there's some more superconducting hubs hanging around there. That's a white space. That costs me a credit. With the big buzzsaw.
Car did you use? Oh, you've got a buzzsaw. Did I not see that? Where's that?
It's that one that
Break
looks
up
like a
to
saw.
2 code gate programs. I wouldn't have bothered.
Oh. Oh.
I know, I could have used that. Irritated about that one. I mean, I guess I should really do that.
Oh, Sharon. My credits.
Can't let you just get another 5 goddamn credits just for fun.
It would have been 10 actually.
10 credits. Not again, Mark. That would be very remiss of me.
Well, let's have a look what's in R&D this time. I feel like that might be the lucky server this time.
Oh, look, Sarah's still watching us. That's nice. Oh, don't think I've got the money for that, have I? Thoughts and thoughts. Not an agenda. Not an agenda. Why? Why? Oh, I don't care about that one. Oh, buggering hell, I forgot about my goddamn ability.
Ease up on the baby shower.
No, my brain is still clearly not working. So Baby Sham is 5.5%. A regular bottle of wine is, say, 11 to 14%. So having a whole bottle of Baby Sham is like having 2 medium glasses of regular wine.
Yeah, it's not much. Although 5% is not to be sniffed at. It's like a strong beer.
So, wait. So you've been gaining credits. I too would like to gain credits. Oh, blimey. All right, let's pop you out. Right, how do I gain credits? By doing this. By doing that. Let's do that. I mean, you only need one more agenda mark and you've got this.
I do, yeah. I also know that you've got your Urtica cipher in the bin. So, unless that is a clearinghouse, I'm going to win the game.
Cipher, go in the bin. Did
It
you
went
put
in the
that in
bin
the
when I
bin?
ran R&D and saw it. Oh, this is going to be expensive. 4 credits to break with Echelon.
That was not expensive at all.
No, it wasn't as bad as I thought because, well, Echelon was described by someone on the weekend as one of the worst cards in the history of Netrunner, which I thought was a mass understatement because...
It's a really strong card.
When you play it early and it's only 1 strength, it is very expensive to use. But at this stage in the game, where it's 3 strength because of the other installed icebreakers, it's okay. Let's have a little poke into HQ to see if the game is afoot. Because I can get in there for 1 credit.
Look, I'm getting smoother at the clicks I need to do.
And there's the winner.
I mean, that wasn't surprising, was it? So I had a whole load of agendas in my hand right from the start. And then I had 2 government subsidies and one, and in the first few draws, I ended up having all the agendas still. I only had 1 ice card from my fresh draw because I had to mulligan the first hand. And that Amaze Amusements card.
Yeah, so...
And I then had a Retribution card come out, and I gave you the tag because I thought he won't be able to clear his tag with the coins he's got. And somewhere along the line, I did my maths wrong.
Well, you neglected the fermenter I had with 5 counters on, so I was suddenly on 12 credits rather than 2. So that was unfortunate.
Yeah.
Agenda flood is part of the game. It's a very painful part of the game, but sometimes your cards come out in the wrong order and you've got all these agendas in your hand. Now, there are cards that help you deal with that, not cards that we've looked at yet. We'll probably have a look at some of those on Wednesday.
Yeah.
But if you don't have cards that will help you deal with that, you've basically just got to style it out. You've got to try and not panic.
I tried to do that. I did try. I'm just not there yet. All right, I've set up another game. Have a go as a runner this time. But this is what I mean, Mark. I don't know if I'm just having a run of really bad luck in how the order in which cards are drawn in my hand compared to the opposite player's hand, or if I'm just not adept at using what I've got as well as I otherwise could have.
It says the password I'm trying is not allowed.
Let me try again. I mean, I don't know why you didn't just type in Baby Sham, Mark. How did you not guess that was what I changed the password to? I have not, by the way. It's set 1. Do you have much going planned for the bank holiday weekend? Bank holiday?
I have very little planned, to be honest.
Should be. Is it meant to be raining up there?
It's supposed to be fairly rubbish tomorrow, and that's all everyone's been talking about the last few days in my emails, because the rugby club is playing its first game since a couple of practice games that they had in December, I think, just before lockdown 3 came in.
That's a long time to not have any games.
Well, I mean, it's lockdown has been lockdown, hasn't it?
Yeah.
So that's good, and I'm probably going to go down and no, I can't watch that because spectators aren't allowed. But if I go for some exercise nearby, that might be able to see the pitch from where I am. But then there's all the talk of if the other we're offering the other team hospitality, as is the done thing, and we're like, well, where are they going to sit? How many people can we accommodate with some level of shelter, seeing as they're not allowed inside? So we've been looking at under our balcony, how many chairs we can fit just to get chance to people to have some food after the game and a drink if they want one.
Yeah.
Whilst complying with the COVID rules. So that's been a tiring discussion.
Is there Is there much more you have to do other than put tables outside that are properly spaced?
Not really, but it's just a case of making sure everything's been thought through. So the last couple of weekends since hospitality venues have been able to reopen again, we've been operating as an outside bar, and we've just thrown the tables out into the car park, and it's been warm enough for people to sit outside. This is the first time we would be busier because we would have some teams there as well, so we need to manage the capacity, and B, well, it's the first time the weather's been bad, and we've got to think that, do we open at all if the weather's bad, or do we say that unfortunately we don't have any undercover outside space, so you're just going to have to go home? Well, we have kind of half covered space. If it's a torrential storm, I wouldn't want to be sat there, but if it's just a light drizzle and you've got a coat on, you should be okay under the balcony. And then it was...
That would work, because when we were out recently, we drove by what looked like a completely enclosed space with like a restaurant with large glass windows and loads of people sitting inside. But it turned out that they'd just spread a massive awning all over the open area. So when you're just on the street, it almost does look like a fully encapsulated area. But if they can get away with it, it's a big restaurant, so I assume that they've taken it seriously and gotten all their approaches checked. I think, locating people under a balcony would be okay.
Yeah, I'm willing to bet that they haven't had that checked. They're just getting away with it. Because the official rules for an outside space is that it can only have walls on 50% of the sides.
Oh, naughty. In that case, yes, they're definitely being naughty. Right. So you've gone for protecting a server with nothing in it and getting some money. Let me have a crack at something.
There is very much a grey area with the whole thing, which is if you kind of say that this isn't one area, this is two areas with a gap in the middle and a space on one end, does that count as having a space on two sides?
Yeah.
But the sooner these are not considerations we have to make, the better.
Absolutely. Right, so I had a bit of a bum turn. Shouldn't have drawn that last card because it meant I had to discard, and I knew that. So shame on me. What have you done? You've got more goddamn money, haven't you, Mark?
I've just gone for money this turn, yeah.
Oh, sorry, excuse me. For goodness sake. Need that money.
How do you spell bearable?
B-E-A-R-A-B-L-E?
Yeah, that's what I've put, but it looks wrong. Maybe it's just a Friday.
B. Hi, Stefan.
So...
Right, let's make use of this overclock card. Let's see what you've got protecting server 1, Mark.
No, I'm just going to wave you in.
Worth it.
Well,
although you've got 12 credits, so...
You get a credit back and a card draw anyway.
Oh, that makes sense. Where else shall I go?
Losability is really fun. It's just... in the current meta, and I'm talking standard meta here, there's not a lot of time for people to trash things.
Yeah.
So...
Right, I've popped out a Mayfly and I'm going to go for your HQ. Tithe, what's that?
Five is a
Sentry.
sentry, so you'll have to use your Mayfair or let it fire.
Might as well. Might as well, Mark. What else am I going to do with overclock? Ha! Definitely do that.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Yep. Because I would have gone for it. I probably would have gone for it. So that was a successful run. Right, okay. Oh. Guess I'll be doing that.
Slamming down that fermenter.
Yes.
Show me who's boss.
Show me the money. Huh. Interesting. Interesting, Mark. You have something in server 1?
Yep, a big juicy agenda. That'll get me those sweet credits.
Damn, 20 credits. You're doing well, aren't you, Mr. Moneybags? Right, where are we? What do I need? Ooh. My ID do again when I trash a card?
Sure does.
Oh, it does. So it first time each turn you trash a card, gain a credit and draw another card. Okay. I mean, I think I just really need to gain credits. Don't feel particularly comfortable with what I've got out at the moment. No, no, no. 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 I don't want to use jailbreak. Oh, undo. Click. Huzzah! Back to the start. Thanks for your patience, Mark. Thought I would get that out there. And let's see. Let's have a crack, shall we? Mark, I can't hear you. Can't hear you at all.
I was so impressed by your play that I spilt beer all over my mouse.
Oh no! And that stopped your voice coming through.
No. It was a rich tapestry of me me muting my microphone whilst I poured my beer, then me doing good play, then me not concentrating what I'm doing and spilling my beer.
Why was this a good play? Because it's very, very rare that you've said that to me. In fact, I think that's the first time you've ever told me I've done something well.
Well, I suspect you've
On Netrunner.
You've clocked onto the fact that I was getting pretty cocky with that server. Oops. I was getting pretty cocky with that server, and you've looked to punish me for that cockiness by A, botulusing me, which is a good way to break ice, and B, tread lightly in me so that if I want to try and slow you down at all, I've got to spend a lot of credit. So, I'm just going to let you through that.
The real question is, do you have a trap? Because why would you let me just get through if you don't have a trap? I don't understand what you've just done.
I rezzed Amaze Amusement, and then for some reason you seem to have just aborted the run.
No, I really didn't. It said select which card you want to access.
And what did you press?
I don't remember. And the ticker text ticker isn't telling me either. Should I undo click?
I think so.
Undo. My favourite command. All right, let's have another crack, shall we? Server 1.
So I'm going to let you continue.
Continue to approach server.
And I'm going to let you continue again. And I'm going to have no further action.
Now it says click a card to access it. You must access all cards in this server. Yeah?
So your cursor should have
clicking on the
turned into a
server.
little target, and you choose which one you want to access first.
Right. Done. Oh no, I didn't mean to press done.
Did you want to trash that?
I did.
Oh, you just delete 3 credits and I'll throw it away.
Back to 0. Oh well. Well. And now I have 2 tags. Such is the shame.
Don't
Couldn't
forget-
really do much. Yeah?
Well, do you want to do that, or do you want to crack your fermenter?
I wanted to crack my fermenter, of course.
Well, undo your click, otherwise I'm going to purge and really upset you.
Ooh, sir, too kind, Mark. You're just too kind.
By threatening to purge you. The question is, am I going to get a card that Oh, that's not the one I want.
Well, Mark, as a seasoned player, you are not allowed to just undo erroneous clicks.
Don't need to, because that is the one I want.
I knew it.
I'm going to
all you've done is
retribute
drawn-
you. Get rid of that botulus. That was very lucky though, because I drew that on click 2, so I only had 1. If I hadn't drawn it then, you would have had a chance to clear your tags.
Yeah, let's have another go then, shall we?
Oh, that's mean, Sharon. That is mean.
Well, that's a bloody useless card, isn't it? Or is it? Ooh, loop ability fires on trash amaze.
Oh, true. That is true.
What does that mean? Loop.
When we manually trashed the Amaze Amusements
Yeah.
before, you would have actually gained the benefit from that. But because we did it manually, your ability didn't fire. So by rights, you should have an extra credit and an extra card.
God damn it, Mark. So how do I sort this out before my turn?
You give yourself a credit, and you miss out on the card through not playing properly. Because I'm a harsh mistress.
Well, do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to give myself an extra click and draw a card.
Wow. Okay, that's how
Look
it's
at that,
going
5
now,
clicks.
is
Drawn the card. Um. Yeah, I think that's the only thing I need to really, really do. Is that even worth it? Fudge it. With Mr. Moneybags there. Your go, Mark. Waiting for court to... Superconductor. Score superconducting. Did you have that in your server?
I sure
And
did.
I just didn't notice.
I thought you might be tempted for a run, but you just...
Oh. I wasn't paying attention.
You weren't interested.
No, I was too focused on other bits and pieces. Why not?
Oh, you can have the cards when you're on 0 credits. Because you'll probably throw most of them away. One of the things you've got to do with Wildcat Strike is think about what's likely to happen here.
I know, but to be honest, I'm just losing hope. Again, I don't know if it's how I'm playing or just poor luck of the draw.
Well, I'm sure.
Probably how I'm playing, to be honest. We both know that. I'm never going to fucking use that. Excuse me. I'm never going to use that. I mean, it's highly likely I'm going to use this again. There we go. Back to you, Mark. That was a quick one.
I knew what I wanted to do, pending your actions.
Give me something useful. Anything useful.
Are you sure you want to install another buzzsaw?
No.
Yeah, well, you're going to have to manually adjust this now because you've taken 2 clicks. So get tread lightly back from your play area. Give yourself another click. And I think that's where you are up to. Now I'm going to be awfully mean and res that.
Well, I mean, I think you have to, really.
And then I'm going to use the trash a program subroutine to get rid of that.
So I pass ice and continue?
Well, you've got a decision now whether you want to continue or you want to jack out.
I want to continue.
Okay.
Because I just want to see what you have.
In which case I'm going to res another one of them, which is very expensive, but... How much? This is 3 extra per ice. Where's all my money gone? Okay. I'm going to fire and the run.
Does that do? Go and have a crack at your HQ.
Okay, so you're just going to take the damage from Tithe?
Yeah. I don't like my cards.
Cards are a crutch.
I mean, yeah. So I pass ice and continue now.
Yeah. You'll be seeing 3 cards.
Oh, nothing to do there. Let's crack you. Oh. Oh, I don't feel so totally hopeless now.
You're on match point.
Yeah. It is your go now, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah.
I'm going to score this. And now it's tightly poised. 6-5.
Code gate. Code gate, code gate. That's a 3. That's a 4. Oh. Have you? Yes, I do. Start turn. Pop you out. Who would say no, don't place a virus counter? I mean, it's crazy times.
It is a very, very niche situation when you don't want to place one. There are cards in the wider card pool called Contaminate that you can only play if the card's got no virus counters on it. So that's why you might want to, but in this type of game, I don't think you'd ever not want to. Are you sure? You can break it because of your
Leech
and buzzsaw combination, but you will end up taking a tag.
Yeah, why not?
Okay. Going for the win, are we?
Can only try, Mark. At least I know what's coming up.
Oh, big boy.
On the plus side, you only have 3 credits at the moment.
True enough.
Where are all my money cards? Might be destroyed here. I think this might be the end, Mark.
Oh, what are you favouring for?
Code Gate and Sentry. I don't have...
You've got all of them installed.
I guess I should do this.
Only
then.
thing you would get different is Mayfly.
Oh! Oh, no. I didn't realise I was out of MU. That was pointless then. What a waste of a turn.
Well, you could trash Eshel, Leech, or even one of your other cards if you were feeling desperate.
It's just quite useful though, isn't it?
It is.
Gonna have to go with that, really.
That's a shame.
I know.
If you'd had an overclock there, you could have won.
Yeah. I'd used my overclocks though, and you knew that.
Have you used all of them?
Yeah, I had 2 overclocks. I used them right at the beginning.
Okay.
Because I didn't have any money.
Because if you...
So, yeah.
The wild play there that you could have done if you had a few more credits is you install the Mayfly, trashing...
Do you know what was in my next 4 cards in my goddamn stack?
No.
my sure gambles.
Yeah, they're
3 of
useful
the
cards.
4 next cards were sure gambles.
But if you install Mayfly,
Yeah, I
which
should have trashed something to install Mayfly because I knew that you'd be winning at the end of that turn.
that puts Echelon up to strength 4
Yeah.
because it's an icebreaker. Then you can break Ballista for just 1 credit each.
I don't think I had the credits though.
No, that's what I mean. I think you ended up maybe 2 credits short. It wasn't much though. Do you want to stick with Runner, or do you want to swap back to Co-op?
Let's go. Let's keep flicking.
Okay. And
Yes, I'm just starting now. And create. Yes, you're in. Right, come on, Mark.
I just see the chat taking advantage. I'm guilty as charged.
And then trying to suggest there was nothing I could do about it. Shocking, Mark. Shocking. All right, let's do this.
Oh, I'm mulliganing.
Keeping my hand.
Mulliganing. That was a terrible starting hand.
Pop that out. Pop you out. Can I get a bit of... Should I pop you out early? Let's pop you out early. Because why not? Still got my credits. Feeling slightly protected. Oh, leech, eh?
Yeah, I got an early leech down. You know where you
Oh,
stand
and a
then.
T400 memory diamond. It's a pretty damn good cards to get. Right, where am I? What am I doing?
Oh,
And
getting money,
since you told me what I should do when I put down Regolith mining license, I am going to do it.
That's what I like to hear.
Now, I normally give you cards because you normally have more cards in your hand than that. Because I hate to give away money. But let's give you some money this time.
Touche.
Ah. Finally getting the money.
More money than I would like, to be honest, Sharon.
I know. I'm going to keep racking it up.
I'm going to put an echelon down and then get some money.
Clicking for money? Oh,
Creative Commission is a bonkers good card. Being
Yeah.
able to gain 4 credits for only 1 credit is just chef's kiss.
It is the good one, isn't it? I suppose I should really.
Well, you're getting the ice today. And the money.
It's got to happen sometime.
Well, it's a good old start for you by no danger.
Now, if I can carry on getting money cards, that would be the ideal situation. When was the last time you had Baby Sham?
I don't think there was a first time I had Baby Sham.
You've never had Baby Sham.
I might have
And you're letting me
tasted it
drink
off
the
someone
Baby
else.
Sham that we won.
I've never
Oh.
bought a bottle of Baby Sham.
Well, now I feel terrible.
You know, Sharon, it's okay, really. It's not that I've not had opportunity to.
Yes, me the credits. Do you know what? I know that we're planning on meeting up some point in the future, and when we do meet up, we're going to be playing this like with a physical deck rather than the virtual game on Jinteki. I'm already a little bit anxious about having to keep track of credits, clicks, making sure I make use of like my ID and things like that.
Is there anything that happens that doesn't make you anxious?
Pouring myself another drink.
Good answer. Yeah, there is no doubt that playing in real life is a completely different experience to playing on Jinteki. And there is a lot of people who, through these last few months of darkness, have essentially stopped playing Netrunner because they don't like playing online. They only play it because they like the social aspect of sitting opposite someone and talking through the game and doing whatever. You know, I'm sure there are some people the reverse is true. Whether they've got anxiety issues or whatever, sitting in front of a screen is easier than sitting in front of people. But
sitting in front of people, though, my anxiety is pretty much around maths and memory. Like, and the ability to check my cards without you seeing me check my cards multiple times, if that makes sense. So everything I've got on installed, I can easily hover over it. Whereas what's going to happen when you're playing against me in person is literally every second I will be flipping up the cards that are laid out in front of me so I can remember what they are.
Well, what you also get is one of the awkwardnesses of Netrunner is when it's the other person's turn. Like, what do? You just kind of sit there and try not to be a nuisance. So,
well, that's when I'll be flipping my cards up to remind myself what I've got.
Well, that's okay. You're allowed to look at your own cards. What you get in, like, I try to put my cards down just to one side and then sit quite still. Like some people shuffle their cards within an inch of their life, and they just keep flicking them round as a kind of fidgety thing to keep them doing, which can be quite annoying. Oh, going sideways, eh?
I might as well. Keep you guessing.
Aye, that it does.
And I don't have to pay anything for that one. Awful lot of cards in your hand there, Mark.
Too many, as many would say. But not the ones that I want in my hand. Or are they?
Who knows?
Oh, we're going for the fork, are we?
I mean, do you feel lucky, Mark? What is the actual quote?
Do you feel lucky, punk?
I don't think that is the quote. I think that's a common misquote.
Well, you have to
Now
ask Clint
tell me,
Eastwood.
do you feel lucky? Well, do you, punk?
I think that's correct, yes. And there's the big preamble that comes before that, of course. I know what you're thinking. Did I shoot 5 times? Did I fire 6? You know, in all that excitement, I kind of lost track myself.
Such a good... Would you call that a speech? Such good dialogue.
Oh, yeah.
Come on, Mark, you've got your money, you've got 4 clicks. What are you waiting for?
Oh, an invite.
More cards. Cards, interesting. Very interesting. Sorry, give me a moment. I'm just having a look.
Flick those cards up, see what they are.
I know, I would be. And then I'd be like trying to count things on your cards and without trying to make it too obvious. Because I know I've got a lot of money at the moment, but I kind of want to carry on having a lot of money. Ba, 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 ba. I mean, maybe I should stop drinking.
What? Did you just have a moment of clarity in the middle of a game? Oh, it's a tithe. Well, I'm going to fully break tithe. Oh, it's a Pharos. That will cost me exactly 6. What a well considered amount of credits.
How irritating. Because I got my goddamn maths wrong again.
What would have been really upsetting is if I'd been a credit short because I broke tithe. Could have just
That's what that is what I thought was gonna happen. Oh well, I was looking forward to having that one.
Oh, you were. What were you going to trash?
I don't know, probably one of your smartware distributors.
Interesting.
Stop you getting the money in. Maybe Cookbook, because that's got the potential to really hurt me in the long run.
Well, now we're both poor, so no fun for anyone.
Oh, I don't know, Mark. Speak for yourself.
Although you have got a rezzed Pharos out of it.
I mean, I had to pay a lot for that.
You did, but don't forget what Pharos does as well.
Oh, of course. Should have advanced the Pharos to get a credit back. Going on here.
I've installed a fermenter.
And a verbal plasticity card strikes again.
Well, that's just because I was drawing a card. That's not...
Right, so... That gives me a thing. That gives me a thing.
So what the heck's going on in server 2? What the hecking peck?
You've discarded cookbook. What did that let you do?
I discarded it because I've already got one.
Oh, from your hand. Okay. Before you try and take any of that away. Two.
Ooh.
You'll be okay though.
Token is coming in very handy.
Mark, tell me so I don't have to wait a whole one click of yours to find out.
What? Tell you what.
What the card was
Oh,
that you've just accessed.
that would be a game loss for me because I would be revealing hidden information. Couldn't possibly tell you it was Palisade.
Have a good Palisade. Get some money. You tagged? You're not tagged, are you?
I'm not tagged at the moment, no. I'd like to keep it that way if possible.
This when it's at home. Yeah, why not? Build you up. By the way, Baby Sham tastes a little bit like apple juice.
Interesting.
Sparkling apple juice. Sparkling sweetened apple juice.
I'm going to install that in case this is a run I later regret. I'm going to run server 1. That's a Palisade.
What did you install?
I installed Dockland Pass.
Isn't that for HQ, Mark?
It is. But
oh,
if it
in
was
case
in my
I...
hand, and this turns out to be an Urtica cipher, and therefore I lost my Dockland Pass, I would be upset. So safety first, I will install it, and then run headlong into this trap.
should have advanced Pharos. That's what I should have done.
You need to let me encounter it, please?
I don't want to.
Well, I wouldn't when I'm paying just 2 credits to break it. That is cheap. But if this is an Urtica...
It is not.
Oh, it's not. Okay, what to do? Let's place some money. Sue. Let's have a little run on R&D. See if there's any presents for us there. The fact I've got 2 leeches down is a big advantage for me now. Because your ice without them is quite taxing, but as soon as I can build up leech counters...
That's given you the extra hardware space. So one is the memory diamond. And then it's only the memory diamond. So you've only, yeah, okay.
I've only got 5 things installed at the moment. Okay, that's a white space, so I can buzzsaw my way through there. Oh, it's ballista. I can't use cleaver on that.
The other one, Mark, the other one.
Yes, sir, indeed. A palisade. Oh, an little orbital. Okay.
Oh, that puts me in a pickle, doesn't it? At least you didn't have the opportunity to trash anything.
You're right, I did not.
But now tell me, Mark, why did I advance a card instead of advancing Pharos, when advancing Pharos would have been much, much cleverer?
Well, you wouldn't have gained a credit for advancing Pharos, because it only happens the first time you advance a card. But if you're asking me why you've not advanced Pharos before putting an agenda behind it, I would only assume that that's an Urtica cipher when you're playing mind games.
I was just trying to point out that I'm an idiot.
Oh, okay.
Because it suddenly occurred to me, I should have just used that click to strengthen server 1 in general.
Well, if it makes you feel any better.
Excellent. Right. Fancy another?
I do. I'm going to refill my glass, though. So you set up a game and then I'll be back in just a sec.
Set it up, Mark. Hurry! Hey! So, tips from anyone watching. Any suggestions for me? It's a 3-0 run at the moment for me. As in, I have 0 wins. Should I pay more attention to the cards in my hand? Should I try and make more use of my ID? What to do? What to do? See. Oh dear, I can't see my cards until Mark's joined. So in other news, it's 7 degrees Celsius where I am at the moment. There's some black laundry in the washing machine that's not been put out. Almost finished the bottle of Baby Sham. I could blindfold Mark. I think he'd still be okay though. That's the problem. He is very on it. Kneecap him. He'd still probably be able to play the game online and win. I suppose I could learn hacking abilities, figure out how to hack into Genteki, and just give myself favourable cards and him terrible cards all the time. Exactly what he's going to do and defend against it. Yeah, I guess that's experience though, isn't it? But then what happens if I figure out all of Mark's gameplay and play someone else who's totally different?
It's a risky take.
It is, well, either that or I only ever play you.
Well, at the moment,
I mean, at the moment, that's working out quite well. I set up a game a few days ago. I can't remember if I talked about this on Wednesday, but I set up a game a few days ago with someone who was also new to the game. He was very, very new to the game. And so I was in a position where I was explaining what I knew of the game to them, and including the stuff that you say to me, Mark, which is, are you sure you want to do that? Do you think did you mean to play that card? Do you want to undo? That's okay. We can sort it out. Just press 2 credits here, 1 click there. It was you must have endless patience, Mark.
my patience is not letting me in this game at the moment.
Have I messed up the password again?
I think so. I've tried the normal password and
it's not, the password is not Baby Sham. The password is not Baby Sham, I promise. There we go. I've been looking. I looked at it as I typed it this time. Game created. Huzzah!
So you're running this time, okay.
Sarah's so harsh.
I don't think this will show up very well on the stream, but for your benefit, Sharon, look how cool this is.
Oh, that's a fancy can.
Yeah.
Very nice. What type of beer is it?
So this is from the Northern Monk Brewery that we were talking about the other day that you said looked like Assassin's Creed. And the thing is entirely, well, the promotional thing is being all kind of cloak and dagger and secretive. So what you can do, and what I was a member of for a while, is you can join what they call the Patron Society. And they let you into the secret world of Northern Monk. and they give you beers that you can't just buy in the shops. They're only available to Patron Society members. But then sometimes
Really cool.
they make beers for Patron Society members that nobody wants, and they end up putting them on sale in the shop afterwards. So I've taken a chance on this. It is described as an Imperial Fruit Sour.
Imperial Brute Sour? Fruit.
With raspberries, sweet cherries, and sour cherries, checking in at just 10.2%. Are you speaking?
No.
Oh. Because your face has dropped off the bottom of your camera, so I can't see.
Oh, sorry. There we go. There's my chin. I don't know if you noticed, but I undid my very first turn of the game because I clicked on the wrong card. What I did want to do was this. Get the cookbook out. And then pop out that dirty little fermenter. And where am I? 2 clicks left.
Well, I very much endorse your ordering of clicks, though. That's the way to do it.
Thank you. I am learning. Get this bad boy out and then end. No. God damn it. Can I undo that, please, Mark?
You can. You can always undo it, Sharon. Well, apart from maybe take 2 clicks too fast and then you can't.
Favourite command. Let's draw you back into the play area because I'm so adept at that now. So 2 clicks, 3 credits, draw. Correct. And then creative commission.
If I was more tech savvy, I would work out how to put undo click on some sort of hotkey so that I don't have to type it in when I do it, because I do it very regularly as well.
Someone suggested that we get a beer handicap system going, Mark, to try and help me out.
I mean, I'm working on it.
I think the problem is I'm working on it as well. Just not with beer. What have you done? You gained 2 credits when you advanced something. That's not good.
I don't want to give away what the ice is, but
is it
only
Pharos?
one ice in the game that's advanceable at the minute. So.
Now, I have been advised if I'm going to draw, I should draw at the start of my turn.
Oh, the viewers are helping us with the drinking, apparently, so that's good.
Ace, that's what I like to hear.
What more do you need than Friday evening beer and Netrunner?
It is wonderful, actually. It's a really nice way to spend a Friday evening. And go. Let's get the money. Get the money going.
Money.
Now, I don't want to push it. Let's bank that. That bad boy out. As yet. Oh. There we go.
Very interesting.
Yes. It is, isn't it?
Yes.
You do have 15 credits now, though.
Yes, it is.
Very interesting. Someone start eating. I feel like that is a full endorsement for me to go cray-cray on the chocolate.
I don't know what a mukbang is. But
I think it's when people eat a lot of food on camera with the volume on their mic turned up.
well, I'm glad you said that because I still don't know what that is, but I do know of a YouTube channel you have to check out.
Yeah?
I think it's called Rate My Takeaway.
Oh, I do like takeaways and I do like living through other people eating them.
And if you were concerned that I'm not northern enough, the guy who's presenting it is the most northern person I've ever come across.
When you say northern, do you mean northern England or do you mean north of the United Kingdom?
No, I mean
so
Northern
like
England.
the
I think he's
Hebrides.
from
Okay.
not. I'm not sure whether it's a West Yorkshire or East Lancastrian accent. He covers the full gamut of Phoenix Nights though, in each video.
Phoenix Nights. Don't. I heard the disappointed sound you just made, Mark.
I just had a sip of beer. What happened?
I said, what's Phoenix Nights?
Oh, the greatest TV show of all time.
All right. Can I have 2 cookbooks out at the same time?
You cannot because cookbook has a little diamond next to its title, which means it is a unique card. You can only have one of them at once.
I do remember that. Now that you've reminded me.
If you've never seen Phoenix Nights, I don't know what streaming services it might be available on, but you should definitely try and watch it.
Will do. Interesting, Mark.
It's Peter Kay. It's the show that made Peter Kay a star, in fact. And it tells the tale of a northern social club. And Ted Robbins, who plays the character of Den Perry in the show, is actually a friend of mine now, which is quite funny. Because I played rugby with his son.
So cool. What to do? Let's take a tag. I know what the card is now, though, Mark. Where are we? I've got something that breaks code gates.
You have, it's a buzzsaw.
God.
But it'll cost you a lot of money.
It is, isn't it?
Because buzzsaw without leech is a sad buzzsaw.
Very sad buzzsaw. Very sad indeed. Is it worth it? I mean, I've got that far. As long as I've got enough to get rid of that tag. Let me be lucky. Thank you. Back to you, Mark. Back to you.
That was very lucky. Not pleased at all.
You don't seem pleased.
What I'm going to do though is advance that. Then I'll do this.
Mark?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, you'd gone very, very quiet.
Oh. It's because I was building the tension after playing Public Trail. And
That means you must have a tag card ready to go.
I may have. Don't want to give too much away, but I may just have.
No. Right, bloody remove that tag. Where are you when you're at home?
Oh, I chose poorly.
I might just have programs in my hand, Mark.
You could have duplicates of all of them, yeah, that would be great.
Artware distributor, how did I forget about you?
Oh, this beer is excellent, by the way.
Yeah?
It's tart, but not too tart.
What kind of fruit do you taste?
Well, yeah, I think it's a nice combination of raspberry and sweet cherry, really.
Lovely.
Very red berry-ish. A little bit of a to it, but...
Very nice. Now, Mark.
Sharon.
I wanted to do something, but I could not. I need to come and trash some of your cards.
I needed to do this because that makes that very cheap.
Should have bloody gotten some credits and run your server. No credits, Mark. No credits.
True story.
To you? That was my money grabbing run.
Come and spend some credit, Sharon, bang it into this Pharos.
I don't want to. Get in the money. I mean, the off-world office and money.
Yeah, that's a big score for me because obviously beating on 5 points is good, but Off-World Office is such a busted card. Making such massive profits off scoring it, as I think I've said before, I don't think that is a mechanic that should exist in Netrunner. It's the opposite of how Netrunner should work in my eyes.
Interesting. Let's have a crack. Fingers crossed.
I've only got a little tithe though.
Sentry. I know I've got something for Sentry. There we are. That was lucky.
Oh, that's a good play.
What do you have there, Mark?
Oh, just a little card. Nothing to worry about.
Were you lucky that I got to have a look at Funhouse instead of that card?
Possibly. It's one interpretation of events.
Now, what to do? I mean, if this is an Urtica cipher, that's marvelous. And I feel like you've made me a terribly cautious person because of just how much we all use Urtica cipher against each other. So I've passed the ice.
You sure do.
That was lucky. Just going to remove that just because I don't like being tagged. I'm not Dave. I'm not the tagmeister. He who shall draw all the tags in the world towards himself.
Yeah, he did do that, didn't he?
Did totally screwed up my game plan.
I'm not sure how he got away with that.
I had no retribution cards. None. Nightmare. Have two verbal plasticities down at the same time.
No, that also has a diamond.
Let's do that. Let's do that.
Ooh, carnivore. Not seen that yet.
Do that. Oh, can't afford that. Start the trickles. I know, I think that's the first time I've played a carnivore as well.
Very expensive is the issue, isn't it?
Yeah. Now you have 11 credits. I've got 1 credit. But you could win on this game. You could win on this run, couldn't you, Mark? Let's see. Let's have a punt. You could win, or you could Urtica cipher me.
You've got 4 credits.
And you have 11 credits to res whatever this thing is.
Yeah, it's not quite enough though, is it? Which is annoying.
Now, I don't know if that is fake misery or real fit misery.
Real fake misery or fake real misery?
Exactly. What is it? Could it be? The bloody baby sham is out. Are you going to let me go through?
Sorry, boss.
Are you just going to be supremely pleased with yourself? I don't know. I kind of feel like you are because you're playing it very cool.
Got a poker face at all times.
Oh, bloody course. Should have known better. I should have known better.
I am an awful person, though. That's much is true.
But that was a wonderful play. That was a really wonderful play.
The nasty play is when I start doing things like this.
Yeah, but we knew that was going to happen. And because you already knew I didn't have any more echelon cards in my hand, in my deck.
Oh no, that much I do know, yeah. Because you very quickly replaced the first one I installed. I trash, sorry.
Not much to do now. Oh, you're going for the money, are you?
Well, it's not over yet. I've got to... Gotta be careful.
Why are you placing ice there, Mark? What are you worried about?
My R&D. Because if I've not got the win in the server, it's not in anywhere else. Ooh,
Cards or money, cards or money. I
That's
will
an
be happy
interesting
with
one.
both.
yeah, I'm going to give you money.
Because that's the one I wanted more.
Ooh, it's a jailbreak on it. Oh, I can afford it, so... Could be all over, though, if you can get
Could
through.
be. Could be. Unless I've massively miscounted again.
Well, I don't
I
think
have, haven't I?
you can't break this, but you don't have to break this. You could just take 2 tags and run through it.
Oh, right, yeah, good point.
That's the downside with Funhouse and its previous incarnation Data Raven, that once the runner has decided that they'll just take tags, it doesn't do anything. The audience holds its breath.
So I've accessed Carnivore and it says trash 2 cards from your hand. Yeah?
Well, yeah, if you want to, you can use Carnivore to trash a card.
I don't want to.
Okay. That is what Carnivore enables you to do.
How disappointing. I am very disappointed, Mark.
I'm sorry about that, Sharon. I am going to purge you next turn if you don't take those credits, though.
Already done it. Already done it.
Oh, jeez. Jeez, jeez.
Got a lot of money there, though.
This is an unusual situation to be in, that my money is quite safe, so I can spend a bit, click a bit, spend a bit, click a bit. Oh, ho, 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 ho.
Just in case. Just in case.
Makes sense.
I'm really not making best use of my smartware distributors, am I?
It's late in the game now. The problem with smartware distributors is obviously that they use up your clicks to charge them up,
Yeah.
which are clicks that you want to be doing other things with, so...
Do you have... What benefit did you get from discarding the cards? And oh, you had to because of your hand size.
My tiny hands were too small.
Tiny, tiny hands.
Oh, you think I'm hiding something, do you, Sharon?
Maybe.
Hiding it away forever.
Maybe not.
Forever and ever and ever.
Maybe you have all the agendas in your HQ now and you just want to mislead me.
That is true.
Maybe I'll just have a punt. Well, I guess I have to take that, don't I? Oh, that was lucky.
I think you might have this here, Sharon, you know? I think you might have
You
this.
never know. Depends, though, doesn't it?
Well, it does, but I think you've timed it well.
2, 3. Could you imagine if I'd accidentally clicked on end the run?
Well, that would have just resulted in an undo click, wouldn't it?
Is this code gate? Code gate. It's not worth it.
Two cards.
Fingers crossed. None. Ah.
GG.
GG, Mark.
Well played.
Yeah. 1 out of 3, not bad.
You use your botuluses very well there.
I mean, I feel like there's only one card to really play them on or to save them for. And that's the fact, because I know what you've got in your deck,
Yeah.
which is the advantage, isn't it?
Oh, for sure. But no, I mean, you could have gone greedy and installed the botulus on the ballista so you could get into the remote, and given up on R&D and made it very difficult for me to ever score in this remote. But then I would have probably just built up another remote, because I had time on my side if you weren't pressuring R&D. So by pressuring that Pharos, yeah.
Yeah. I think I was really lucky as well, because when I went into your HQ, getting the card there.
My third ballista was the very last card in my deck, which would have been Lockout Central for you then, because you wouldn't have been able to get past any of them.
Yeah. That would have been tough. That would have been really tough. I would have to build up the leech counters by just running archives over and over again.
Well, you had one Mayfly left that could break ballista, and that was it. After both your Echelons have gone, and if you've committed both your Botuluses to Pharoses, then
I did have a Mayfly in my hand.
Oh yeah, that was your one option left for breaking ballistas.
Yeah.
Which is what I also had to be cautious of. So even if I had an agenda, I was scared that if I just threw it in the remote, you could just Mayfly and go through it. So
that's really cool. Oh, I enjoyed that. It was nice to finally make my plays sensibly. I felt like I understood the cards a lot better.
Yeah.
And I was able to make more of the hands I was dealt.
Well, that game in particular, you took your chances well and didn't do anything.
I didn't squander my money too much, did I?
Exactly that, yeah.
Do you want a final one for the road, or shall we call it a night?
That's up to you. I don't mind.
Well, I might need a quick comfort break.
Okay.
AKA a quick gathering chocolate break.
Oh. I mean,
as well.
You could have just left it at comfort so Sarah didn't know what you're up to, but
I'll be right back. You can set up the game this time, Mark.
okay.
Are you going to be Corporal Runner? I'm ready, Mark. I'm ready. Ready, excited. Very cocky now.
Cocky, that's what we like to see. That's how mistakes
Yeah,
are made.
Do you know what I've realised? I had, using the episode 3 deck, I have won a game against you. Dave has won 0 games against you. Therefore, on the overall stats, I am beating Dave.
Yeah, sure.
Because the weighting for games against you is far greater than the weighting for games against Dave or me. Because of your national and international ranking.
Yeah, not quite. If Sarah's still there, she wants to use her moderating powers to delete that last message. That would be perfect. Or you, Sharon, for that matter.
I'm kind of intrigued about... Oh, it's teaching me how to be a mod. Deck widgets. Deck widgets. Context. Auto mod queue. Mod actions. I should probably pay attention to that one, but I've already clicked past it. Channels. Urban request. Deck widgets. Want to become famous. Oh, no, don't want to reply. Sorry, language. I will learn, Mark. I will learn. How do you delete it? This must be fascinating watching.
Yeah.
It's like when you watch monkeys get new tools.
We are nothing if not unprofessional.
Okay, so talking me through this. I have mod actions. I have predictions, requests, reward, whispers, activity, and active mods. And a session. Sarah's banned them. Has she also removed their comment? My
So we're
God,
okay now, then.
Dave would be so embarrassed by me. He'd be like, why on earth do I even play games with this person? I don't even know how to get out of mod view now.
It explains a lot about the Netrunner, though, to be fair.
Did I become so inept? I didn't always used to be like this. I used to have a new phone every year and figure out how to use it.
You could probably just leave that and go back to the Netrunner.
To how of this year. Oh, I know, Steph. I know, Stefan. Sarah's amazing. Oh, do you know what? My settings hadn't been set to show me the mod icons.
Oh.
They'd been clicked to yes for everything else except for
Not the
show
settings.
mod icons. I don't want to look at my identity preview. I want to get out of mod view. All right, fine, Mark. Let's Netrunner. But now I can't see the chat. It's sad.
If there's anything pressing, I'll let you know.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much. That's why they call her Muscles Dodd. Okay, no, stop. I'm trying to get back onto the page, Mark, with the Jinteki. There we go. Why is it half screen? We don't want that because I don't want to be naughty and cheat by accidentally seeing your screen.
Oh, I see. You've been stream sniping. That explains it a lot.
No, I haven't. I've been hiding the screen with my Jinteki window. And it's set so I can see the chat, but my game window covers the video. Because it's not a truly satisfying win unless it's a non-cheating win. Otherwise, we're just meat puppets, aren't we?
Well, I admire your claims of honesty in this scenario.
I mean, otherwise I'd just be blatant about it and be kicking ass and winning every game.
I remember a long time ago I used to frequent a film nerds forum.
Mm-hmm.
And we used to play silly quizzes just to pass the time, as Facebook and Twitter and such now does. But that was long before all those crazy times. And one of the games was called Movie Connections. And it would be like, get from Jack Nicholson to Matthew Broderick in 2 films or less. And you'd have to try and say, well, Jack Nicholson was in such a film with such a person, and then they were in such a film with Matthew Broderick.
That's brilliant.
It's just a silly game to pass the time, right?
Yeah.
And there was a website that some university had made that plugged into the IMDb and worked out the minimum possible moves for any 2 actors' names that you typed in. But because obviously it doesn't know that couldn't tell the difference between who is an actual film star that you might have heard of and who was playing tree number 4 in the background. It would always tell you that it was possible within 1 or 2 moves, but just via some extra. And
you must know then. You must know if someone's taking the mick and just using this.
Well, the point was, it was just a silly game to pass a bit of time. It meant nothing. And yet there was a woman who used to play who every time would go to the website, find out the optimum answer, then say, I can do it in 1 move, and like copy and paste the answer, and then we'd say like, oh, but what's the point of doing that? You're not even thinking about it, you just type it into a website. And then she'd go absolutely nuts. Are you accusing me of cheating? Why would I cheat on such a pointless game? He's like, well, why else would you name a link via an extra? And the exact extra that this website happens to use if you're not cheating.
Some people know what it is though, so it just means so much to someone to win, even if it's not a real valid win, you know.
Well, yeah, but whew, boy, whew.
Is that based on the unseen card or the woman's reaction?
No, the woman's reaction of.
No one likes getting called out, though, do they?
What is your life up to if efficiently completing a time waster of a game is an important part of your day? Next thing you know, you'll be logging into Tabletop Simulator just to get the 1,000 hours achievement.
Look, that was a valid achievement. And as you and I know, I have not much else in my life other than online computer game achievements.
Oh, that's all the cards I wanted. Thank you.
Well, that's unfortunate, isn't it? What have you done? M&S. Do mojitos in a can. And my absolutely wonderful mother-in-law got us some. Oh, you would, wouldn't you, Mark?
Got us some, or got you some?
Oh, got Sarah and me some.
Yeah. Who?
What? Sarah and I?
How many of you drink mojitos?
Sarah does drink mojitos, and I think she would verify that in the chat if she were listening.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Are you just trying to get lucky because I've left my R&D woefully unprotected?
I think yes.
Well,
Exactly.
now you can see why I've left it woefully unprotected.
Yeah, there's nothing in there.
I didn't regret Sarah drinking 2 cocktails. I quite enjoyed that evening.
Thanks for joining us, going great. Hope you can see you on Wednesday.
Oh, yeah.
Well, yes, sir. Yes, I have seen you drink a cocktail. That's what makes me think that you don't drink mojitos that often.
Fuck.
Wait, Sharon, what is this nonsense you're doing over there?
Mark, maybe you should try and find out.
Yeah, maybe I should.
With your 4 credits versus my 16. What are you going to do? Draw
It's
a card.
insufficient in many respects.
I'm on tenter hooks. You're going to play a card. Oh, you're going to play R&D, I'm here. How was that for you?
Joy out of it, though.
What's this you've got going on? Fermenter. Have you already put a fermenter out?
Yep.
I think you have, haven't you? I don't even recall when you took advantage of it.
It's when I trashed it and took all the money off it.
Got it.
He said sarcastically.
Take you, bad boy. Pop you along. Yeah, let's pop you out as well.
Oh. Now who's getting ambitious?
And what you're talking about, Mark?
Let's put that down. That's fun.
Swear to God, if you get a goddamn agenda. Oof.
Oh no. Forgot about that, didn't I? Place public trail takes mandatory to draw.
I realise I should have probably thought about which way round that was going to go.
So what you're saying to me now is,
I'm going to freaking kill you, Mark.
yeah, this is either a clearinghouse, which you're going to kill me with, or it's an Urtica cipher, which I'm going to kill myself with. Because an Urtica cipher would do 8 damage. There's no way I can survive that.
Maybe you should find out. I mean, sorry. You shouldn't find out, Mark, because the risk is too great. You've only got 2 credits, although you've got 5 virus points, so I guess you might be able to do something. There we go. That's what I was expecting. Oh God, this mojito's strong.
Yeah, we may as well find out whether I'm dying or not. No point dilly-dallying. Ooh. Sharon. This
What?
feels so Urtica-ish, it's unreal. So Urtica-ish. It's a clearinghouse. Oh, that's handy.
Clearinghouse.
I'll be trashing that then.
I know. All of that for nothing. And you still got 4 credits and 4 leech tokens.
We'll live to die another
Shame.
day.
Shame on me. What can I do? What to do? No bloody help, is it? That's pretty. Oh, it's lovely as well. You'd need a preservative.
Oh, a free res for tithe for you.
Really?
Well, if I can't break it, you gain a credit, and you only paid a credit to res it, so yeah, effectively free.
Wait. Why can't you break tithe?
I haven't got a sentry breaker out.
Got it. But you broke tithe in server 1.
I didn't. It hit me in the face.
Oh. Oh, well done. think I've gone. I think I should have stayed at just the bottle of Baby Sham. I feel like I'm being quite cavalier now.
You are playing quite cavalier now, yeah, that's for sure. Oh, come on, let's see what Carnivore does. Trash. This.
Carnival.
This. Woohoo!
What did you trash?
I trashed mutual favour and verbal plasticity from my hand to trash Funhouse from your deck.
Did you trash any card
Any card at all.
that you draw from someone else's deck?
Every time you're accessing a card, whether that be from
Oh, clever.
HQ, R&D, or the remote server, you can use Carnivore to trash it.
Worth it.
Oh, Sharon, how rude.
You've had both your wildcats in this game now, haven't you? Can you use Carnivore to trash Resd Ice protecting a server?
No.
I don't think you can you? It's only from cards that you access from a run.
Correct. Accessing is specifically the act you do once you breach a server, which is the new official terminology. And then whilst you are accessing, you can trash it. But no, you don't access Res Dice, you encounter it.
And Mark, you'll also be pleased to know I have figured out how to return to a normal view and not the mod view.
I am relieved, certainly.
Guards bustle, money, echelon. Why not? Then what can I do? Ah. Ending a turn.
Give me those sweet, sweet leech tokens. Are you going to give me those leech tokens? Or?
No, screw you. I was actually looking at my image in our Discord chat window, and I was just thinking I looked a little bit like a turtle. That was it.
Michelangelo or Raphael?
Does it matter?
Well, you've got an orange headband on, so I suppose you're Michelangelo.
I unfortunately don't remember the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles well enough visually to know who wore what headband or outfit.
Well, luckily, Sharon, if that ever comes up in a pub quiz, you can ask me.
See, that's the thing as well. Pub quizzes. You see so many people on their phones. Donatello is the best turtle, nothing else needs saying. Is it only because he is purple, or are there other reasons?
Oh, Sarah's so English, she's calling them hero turtles.
Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles. Have I missed something?
In the UK, they were called Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles because the whoever powers that be decided that ninjas were not for kids.
When was this? Because I only remember them as Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Um, Pass. Oh, it's an orbital superiority, thank you.
Yeah, I know. A-hole.
I mean, I'm pretty sure when all the time the turtles were out, that's what or when they first came out, that's what the rules were. Later in life, who knows?
It's
I'm
not
going to
even
go
like
R&D. I feel like there might be a win on top of R&D.
there could be. I mean, you know, I've not had agendas coming out, so that is a very, very good call.
No, that's not an agenda.
Well, that sucks, doesn't it? What's this? Are you tagged?
I
You
am
are
not presently. Sharon was only allowed to watch American TV, I see.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. We did have Sky
Ooh,
when I
check
was a
you
bit
out.
older. When I was a bit older. Because the only thing my parents really did for entertainment was watch TV. And in particular, the boxing. And so Sky was the only way to get access to prize fights and the big fights that you had going on.
If I was going to guess a sport that your parents were into, boxing would have been a long way down the list.
And do you know what it is? It's my mum who's really into boxing. She loves watching boxing, and I've got my love of watching people beat the crap out of each other from my mum. She knows all the boxers. She's still really into it. She'd be able to tell us what was going on. My mum had a very, very interesting life as a kid. So she grew up in Hong Kong, and I found out that when she was very young, after her father had unfortunately passed away, her uncle used to take her to. I don't even know how to describe this, but he used to take her to illegal boxing matches and get her to collect money for bets.
Yeah, like they see in the films, yeah.
Yeah. And that's how she really got into boxing from a young age.
Wow.
My mum's so fascinating. I think I need to get her a dictaphone and get her to basically talk about her life. Don't let this end. Don't let this end on an R&D run. Is there any way that I can get rid of your viruses.
Yes.
How?
The same
What
way you've got rid of them all the other
combination?
times.
I don't remember, Mark. I
Purge.
don't remember. Purge. No, but that gets rid of the virus counters. That doesn't get rid of the cards themselves.
Oh, no. To get rid of the cards themselves, you would have to tag me and then retribute me.
It's a load of...
You can't just trash cards willy-nilly, Sharon.
I was so incensed at the cards I'd drawn. I wasn't paying attention to what you just said.
I said that you can't just trash cards willy-nilly because they're upsetting you.
Oh, I meant before that when you were explaining whether or not I could trash virus cards.
Well, it's the same principle. You can't just trash a card because you feel like it. You can purge
Oh, I
virus
meant if
tokens,
they...
of course, but...
No, I meant if are there any cards that allow you to trash virus cards? Or any combination of cards or plays that allow you to trash the whole card?
Yes, like you've done previously with public trail to give them a tag and then retribution to trash a card.
Got it. You do have 10 credits, though. And I have a feeling I got rid of all my public trails. Sorry, Mark. Here you go. Continue to pass ice. No further action.
Oh, no action. In the wider game, there are strategies which we call rig shooter, which allow you to trash cards as well. They generally get me to swear at you when you do things like that. But it is a possible playstyle. For example, there's a card called Keegan Lane that says, if you trash me and remove a tag from the runner, you may trash a card. So if you put a Keegan Lane behind the funhouse, you wait until they take the tag from the funhouse, and then you use Keegan Lane to remove that tag and kill them.
Pretty impressive.
Oh, sorry, trash their card.
I managed to score an agenda that
You did.
slipped in. I was quite pleased with that. Oh, I need to get some ice out, don't I? Also, Sarah's baselessly claimed that only you, Mark, like to watch the UK sports. And I feel I like watching rugby union too, so I'm in there. I also like watching athletics.
Well, I was discussing this point with one of the Richards the other day, and actually, if I was choosing my favourite sport to watch now, I would say Australian Rugby League. So
Ooh,
that's not British either. Let me in.
fine if you must. Don't be a goddamn agenda card. I've been waiting too long for agenda cards. Mark. Oh, you're going for it. Okay. I mean, you could just knock that all the way down, couldn't you?
I have.
Oh, crap. You've got that bloody carnivore card out, haven't you?
I have.
I mean, I can only hope and pray now, can't I, that you don't get to see some cards. No!
That one?
No!
That's the type of one that I want to carnivore, though, isn't it?
No, Mark, no!
And that's the type of one I want to win the game with. What a turn! What a turn! How to remove hope in 2 easy steps.
It was bound to happen. I've got so many goddamn agendas in my hand, Mark.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. Every time I drew an extra card, it was an agenda, like the card that you hadn't seen.
Yeah.
But I knew, I don't know what to do. Like, what would you have done? Should I have spent more of my turns purging your leech cards?
No, you're in a very tricky situation there, because if you purge, I just run archives twice and I've got 4 leech tokens back.
Yeah.
Until
and I
you
was
can get in,
very low on the bloody ice.
until you can get into a position where all your servers are
Protected.
decently protected, then you should only purge in an emergency.
Yeah. It was only that last turn, I think, turn or 2, that I got some ice cards.
By the time, we know this from the booster game, the starter games and the booster games and these. Once the runner is set up, unless you can do some shenanigans with an Urtica cipher or something, it's almost impossible to stop them, because they just overwhelm you. You can't score in the server because it's not safe. And then all your agendas build up in HQ, and then you get caught with a card in HQ. Or they put the lock on R&D, and they'll just keep taking all the agendas off the top of R&D. I mean, that is the dream situation for the runner. What they're trying to do is balance themselves up until that point. Can I keep enough pressure on the remote so that the corp just doesn't just run away and score lots of agendas? Can I keep enough money in hand to allow me to install the different things? It's a balancing act, but when you get that balancing act right, it then favours the runner.
Would you say that the live cards at the moment, across the Netrunner world, decks, all cards, however you should phrase it, would you say that they always favour the runner?
No, in standard at the moment, the common belief is that Corp is the favourite. But that's because, or mainly because, the 3 or 4 best Corp decks at the moment are so diverse in how they play that it's very difficult for the runner to be able to match up against all those different strategies. When the corps are weak, as they have been at numerous times in the meta before, the runner then has a big advantage because they're not trying to match up with the corp as such.
Yeah.
They're just putting all their favourite cards in one deck and then using them to bully the corp into what they want. So some would say that, well, the healthiest meta is a completely balanced meta. If everyone's winning 50% of the games, then that's the dream scenario. Some would say that a corp meta is slightly healthier because that means that there must be a range of corps that are good. But a counter argument to that is it depends how the corps are good. For example, there's one of the corps that is strong at the moment is using the built to last ID that you're playing with now, but then combining it with a card called Red Planet Couriers. And Red Planet Couriers features in decks that do nothing for 99% of the game and then win on one turn. So the games then tend to be very boring, with the runner hoping to build up enough credits that they can fluke an access at the right time and stop them from winning, or the corp's going to win, but it's going to take them a long time to get there. And those type of decks are not fun for anyone really. They're boring to play as a corp, and they're incredibly frustrating to face as a runner.
Okay.
Whether that deck will last for a long time before the banhammer drops on it, I'm not sure. But that's just an example of one way the runner is getting pulled that doesn't necessarily make the game more fun, even though it makes it more varied.
Okay. No, that's useful. I don't think I can take any more losses, Mark.
My eyes are getting heavy, so.
Well, you need to have an espresso martini. That's what you need. Look, it's a bank holiday weekend. Stay up all night. Trash Saturday. You've still got 2 more days off.
True that, but to stay up all night grinding Netrunner games is not that I haven't done that before, but it's perhaps not the best use of time.
I guess so. All right. Well, thanks for playing with me, and thanks for your patience. I feel like I'm doing better because I've only used undo click. Well, in fact, for all the games we've played, I think I've used undo click less than 5 times.
Yeah, well, that's just familiarity with the cards and the interface, and that's what we're here for.
And again, my stats are keeping me higher in the leaderboard than Dave, so that's the real
Absolutely
win. Absolutely.
Well, and thanks to you for your playing, and thanks to
Love it.
the viewers who have joined us for the stream as well.
Absolutely. Love all you guys.
Please,
not just because I'm drunk.
Please come back on Wednesday when we'll look at some new cards, and Sharon will say that she's quite daunted by them.
I am already quite daunted by them, Mark. I feel like you should give me like pre-reading to do, and then I'll be in a much more comfortable place because I might possibly be able to beat Dave.
And well, how are you going to do? You got to work on your surprise reaction face for when we unveil them in the stream. Then. Yeah, exactly.
I've just drunk too much.
Okay, on that bombshell. Thank
night,
you
everyone.
to everyone who's here now, and we'll see you again soon.